These are the 24 Total Drama contestants going to compete in the Hunger Games. Very deadly, where only one will make it out alive. Please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Everything is a huge help. Alright, let's get it. So immediately they see every training area is extensive, has anything and everything they could need to train. And though a few does start immediately checking out the training, trying to figure out what's comfortable, because believe it or not, this is a do or die situation. I feel like some are just gonna go to the chow hall. And not to chow and not to talk, but just because they're in shock. DJ, Cody, just so many people in shock. They're just sitting down, looking at each other, realizing what they're about to have to do in a couple days. Everyone else, though, decides to actually take this time. Crafts and Whims, I feel like Scarlet would be very down to learn that one. Now, one-handed, these are swords, maces, some axes. I feel like this is the one that both Scott and Ennui would be interested in. Two-hand combat for sure, Ryan, for sure. Rodney and Eva. Now, spear and knife throwing, this is super scary, but that fits her name, because that's exactly what I think her main thing will be, is a spear. Like an Aquaman to a trident. And I also feel like this is the one Bowie would do as well. Anne Maria and Sammy doing the archery classes, and Sean taking advantage of the survival training courses. Identifying berries, certain types of bugs, animals, how to camouflage, stuff like that. Even though camouflaging is mostly in Crafts and Whims. Now, immediately, those who volunteered, I think they take immediate notice to those who are automatically training, those who want to survive. And the 4 who volunteered already talked a lot before even finding out who else was gonna play, that they are an alliance and they're gonna try and help each other the most, because even though they are strong, since they're a volunteer, they might be targeted. So they want to expand on this alliance. I feel like they know they can't get Sean. His morals are too high. Yeah, Sammy is kind of good at archery, but Anne Maria isn't, and they just kind of don't want either of them. But I think they do immediately take a liking to Ryan, especially with his skill, using a two-handed heavy battle axe. They want that energy, and I think they all kind of realize they need brains. They need the know-how, and I think they get Scarlet for that. Scarlet is way more than happy to have some kind of alliance behind her, especially the strongest alliance. So after their training, like 2-3 hours later, they go to the chow hall, and I feel like some people now, after talking to each other, they've built up enough courage to be like, you know what, I can't just sit here and chow. I can't just sit here and die. Let me go at least try and train. I feel like Z is the only one going to the Crafts and Whim training. Good luck with that, buddy. You know what? Him and Dawn, they're gonna vibe in there, make like macaroni art. I feel like Sammy's gonna train a little bit on this, and then Anne Maria, you know what? Let her also go over here. Alright, Sam, Emma, Brick, and Gwen trying their hand at one-handed. They believe that would be best for them. And I feel like seeing some of the heavier, bulkier weapons, Brick might actually be interested in that instead. However, no one else is. Spear and knife throwing, definitely an MK thing. And I feel like Cody actually trusts himself to be good with throwing knives, with axes, like throwing axes. Courtney, Taylor, and Kelly all trying their archery. DJ and Jay trying to learn how to survive. So just like how these 6 very strong players formed a little bit of an alliance, as soon as Anne Maria goes somewhere to do something else, I feel like Dawn is looking at Z and she's like, I have a super horrible bad feeling about this. These games are going to be more than just kill or be killed. It's going to be complex. There's going to be a system. We need to find people, Z. I trust you. You have an amazing heart and soul. So I feel like they try and get other players who might feel in danger, and also other players that they know they can trust. Even though Dawn and Jay are a little bit skeptical, Cody convinces them to bring in Gwen on this. Jay obviously pointing out it'd be great if they could do well on the points. Getting sponsors is huge. By the way, you guys are somewhat in a way sponsors. More on that later. You'll have to comment something down. AKA you gotta choose a sponsor, but you'll understand how. Seeing Kelly and Taylor here, I feel like Anne Maria and Courtney seeing them would immediately sympathize. And Kelly does immediately start crying, which is a little bit sad. But I feel like in this moment, these four kind of grew a liking to each other. Alright, after it disperses a little, I feel like DJ and Dawn would take this moment to pull aside Taylor and Kelly because Dawn is sensing huge fear. Very bad aura come from Kelly, but not in like a mean way, but as in like she's very frightened. And Dawn, even though she doesn't want to tell both of them about the little group, Dawn and DJ does extend a hand. Like, hey, if you guys won't come after us, we will help you and not come after you. And Kelly, I think, is just very immediately appreciative of any kind of support through this. Even Taylor, her snarky self, is quiet, very skittish, and unsure how to handle this moment. Alright, they've been able to train for a long while, let's say like 2-3 days. Courtney and Scott has kind of agreed not to murk each other. Brick and Sam has also had an agreement. Gwen and Cody are super working together. They're both a little bit freaking out, but at the same time, they both try and calm each other so it works out. Jay and Ryan has kind of made a small agreement to look after each other because I feel like Ryan actually does feel bad for Jay, but at the same time, Ryan knows there's only one winner, so. And oddly enough, I feel like Courtney and Gwen also make a truce to not murk each other. It is time for them to step in front of the very rich, pompous people so they can score their survivability rate. Everyone will kind of select a genre/category to present, and based off of that skill that they chose, they will be rated 1 out of 10 based on skill/survivability. Crafts and whims being chosen by nobody. Not even Dawn thinks that's the right skill to do stuff with. That won't get you points. One-handed combat, Sam does this, along with Scott, and oddly enough, Z. Now, two-handed combat, Ryan, Rodney, Brick, DJ, and Ennui. Now, spear and knife throwing, this is a dangerous one, especially how accurate you are. Cody, Eva, Bowie, Anne Maria, and Scary Girl. Archery is what a lot of people like. Gwen, MK, Sammy, Emma, Taylor, Kelly, and Courtney. Hey, why is all the girls? They all want to be Katniss Everdeen so bad. If y'all don't calm your ass down. Auditions closed. Roles been filled up. Go home. Pack your bags. I work alone, buddy. Everyone else trying their best to show that they will survive in a way that isn't usual to combat. Now, thankfully for everyone, no one was horrible enough to receive a 1 through 3 rating. However, one person did get a survivability of 4, and unfortunately, as pathetic as it is, y'all are looking at him. I know y'all are looking at him. Jay, I'm so sorry. You were rated last. I'm sure you can defeat all 23 of these people, though. Don't worry, you can clutch up. A few people with a 5. Sam, as sad as it is. Cody, Taylor, Sammy, and Kelly. That's so sad. They both rated so low. Sammy, your archery almost got you a 6, but it was a 5.9. Alright, now there are a lot of 6s. And in order like I've been doing, Dawn, Anne Maria, Emma, Gwen, your archery wasn't the greatest. Rodney, mainly due to your brains. And Z. Hey, Scott, you're the best in one-handed. Pause. Alright, now with ratings of a 7, DJ, Brick, Bowie, and MK. Everyone else has scored an 8 or higher. Congratulations. The final 8. Speaking of 8, that's how 3 people rated. Courtney, Scarlett, and Ennui. Meaning you 5 are technically, by the rich people and what they say, are the most likely to win and survive. Only 2 people got a score of 10 out of 10. The 3 with 9 points is Scott, Ryan, and Eva, which means Sean and Scary Girl. Sponsors are gonna love you. Both of you got a survivability ability rating of 10 out of 10. And since it can't get any decimal higher, you guys are just gonna be tied. All of them get to hang out one last time together before they have to play in the games tomorrow. They can go up to their bedrooms at any time though. And I feel like after greeting and saying goodbye to a couple people, Kelly and Taylor, they just want to be left alone and talk and stuff, go over the good times and all that. Ennui, he just doesn't do social events. I feel like the main alliance make sure they're all good, everything's good to go, and then I feel like most of them just immediately disperse back upstairs. Cody, Sam, and Jay, I feel like all three of them are talking very heavily, and I definitely feel like this is an alliance because they're all talking about like this is BS, we don't have a chance, and it's honestly extremely depressing. And immediately Sam was like, we have to have each other's back. If one of us is thirsty, we gotta help provide water. Maybe if we can group up, we can like keep an eye out on each other. And Jay, he's like, I don't know guys, I'm extremely scared and I'm just extremely appreciative of this. Thank you guys so much, because no one has really talked to me as personal as you guys have, and I appreciate it. And Cody, I think when he sees Gwen go upstairs, he probably follows. I think Gwen does appreciate that because it was too much, all of these people. But if it was just her and Cody talking, trying to make each other feel better, I think it'd be alright. And I won't even lie, I feel like Rodney is pissing a couple of these girls off, and the only one that's feeling him is Emily.
Mystic, I know you did not just say Emily. I'm already in the comments correcting you. You fucked up, pussy boy. You're a total drama content creator? Yeah, right. Get a different job, pal.
Emma, you know what? Just go to bed. Sammy, I feel like...
Mystic, did you just call another person the wrong name and expect to get away with that? You don't think I'm in the comments right now calling you a bitch? Because I am. You have enough time to change your profile picture like it's fresh, but you don't have enough time to catch up on the lore. Do what you want.
Now, this right here, I feel like is the reverse alliance to the evil one, because they're out here trying to do stuff for the good. They want to make these Hunger Games fair. They want to get rid of the strong people first, no matter what they have to do. They're talking devious plans, but you guys will have to see that. In part 3, the games will finally start. You guys will see
Murder.
If you want to, in the comments, go ahead and comment down your prediction order. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Please make sure to subscribe to my second channel, Leaf Lord, link down in the description. And I dare every single one of you, yes you, to have a good day.